The opinions of any callers, guests, or the host of the SMF Voice are not to be taken as factual information. The SMF Voice urges all participants of the show to research and fact-find on their own in order to draw their own conclusions about any topic talked about pertaining to any and all content presented in the broadcast chat or any other form of participation on the SMF Voice. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Stowe Monroe Falls Voice. This installment is just a recap of the last show, a short recap, and a preview of what's coming up on the show this coming Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. The last show I thought went very well. The interview with Mike Sheehan. I thought Mike did a great job breaking everything down, making everything simple to understand for those of us that don't pay attention to the ins and outs of district politics, every day, because we have lives, we have careers, we have families, other things that we pay attention to. So really, it's nice to have somebody be able to break it down like that, make it simple, and do what Mike did, and that was make it very fair. So I was very happy with the way that interview was conducted. I think that Mike did a great job. We both walked away happy. Kudos, and thank you for coming on the show, Mr. Sheehan. Coming up this Tuesday, again, October 1st, 2024, it's going to be a two-part show. I'm going to have, in the first part, a couple residents of the city of Stowe, Marty Simpkins and Dave Baumgardner, who have been doing their bit for King and Country to unpack our tax bills for us. They look into the numbers. They know how much we basically pay during every year when it comes to city taxes, when it comes to school district levies, a lot of information that they have come up with. It's great, and it is wonderful presentation, which piggybacks on what Mike Sheehan was talking about in the last interview, and that's the costs, how the schools handle the money, how the city handles the money, just a lot of information. And again, something that we can take to those ballot boxes in November in order to make an informed decision when we cast our votes. Coming up in the second half of the show, two very good friends of mine, Tracy Winbush and a guy who goes by the name Styx. These are two people that I've podcasted with before. I've done terrestrial radio with before. We've always had a good time, and they're both extremely intelligent, have a lot to offer. One of the things that we're going to talk about is looking at other cities in the state of Ohio and school districts, from coast to coast. And we're going to compare those to Stowe Monroe Falls. And what's one thing that you're going to find is, and it's kind of disturbing, is there is a mirror image many times in the way those cities and those school districts conduct themselves and the way Stowe Monroe Falls does. So really the question is that coincidence or is it a plan? So it's going to be a very good conversation with them. I look forward to it. Again, that's coming this Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. I'm going to try to drop the podcast by 8 a.m., and I should be able to do that because these interviews should be well over by then. Other than that, I want to make an offer. As the show grows, I keep on coming up with ideas of how I would like to help the community. And one of the ways I would like to help is to offer small business a chance to advertise on this show. Local small business, private, obviously, and give them a chance to be able to get their product out, get their service out, and I'm going to do it for free. So really all you guys have to do if you're a small business is email me at smfvoice@twc.com, leave your information, contact information so I can get a hold of you. And really the only requirement that I ask, because I am going to be reviewing your businesses as you ask me to advertise for you, I just want you to be a good business. I want you to have good customer service. I want you to take pride in your products and in your people. I just want you to be a good business. I'm not interested in advertising for fly-by-night businesses that are just getting by. I don't even know how. So that's something I would like to try to do for the community as well. And I'm not just talking Stowe Monroe Falls, Talmadge, Cuyahoga Falls, Kent, Hudson, even as far as places like Nordonia or something, like a 20 to 25 minute drive from Stowe Monroe Falls. That's all a locale that affects all of us, and helping those small businesses is huge. When it comes to live shows, I'm still working on that. As I said, I do broadcast from a platform called Riverside FM, and they do offer the chance for me to do live shows on that. The problem is they're very specific as to how people can join. If you want to participate with your cell phones, you really can't unless you download the app. If you want to participate on a desktop or a laptop, you have to use Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. So it's very specific, and I don't feel comfortable asking all of you to do that. So, I'm trying to make the live shows go through to YouTube. But again, like I've mentioned before, I want to be able to have a way for you guys to literally call into the show using your phone. And there is some software out there that I'm trying out, that I'm working with. And hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I can make that happen, and we can start having the conversation that this show was meant to have. So that's what's going on. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I appreciate you being patient as I grow and try to figure this out. This is something that I do on the side. I don't have a lot of time to do it. I enjoy doing it, but I don't have a lot of time to do it. And so a lot of it is going to be very unprofessional at first. As I said, I used to do this before. I'm knocking rust off, and I hope it continues to get better and better. And I'm really happy about the people that have been interested in being guests on the show. So I do have a few weeks scheduled out here that we should be able to get you some good programming. So stick with the show. Find us on Facebook, SMF Voice. It's the only social media I'm going to deal with right now because of that time constraint I have. And you can stream us on Spotify, on YouTube. And if you feel like delving into it, go to riverside.com and see how they function as well. Because who knows? They may change up how they do things, and it might be easier for you to access in the future. Till then, all of you have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you next Tuesday, October 1st, for the next show. Later days, kids.